Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show. Today we have my friend George Aldea. George is an exceptional network solution specialist that I work alongside of at AppSmart. George came to AppSmart through the acquisition of Telegration in January 2020, where he was a senior sales engineer. George is a visionary SaaS technologist, and he consults on UCaaS, CCaaS, SD-WAN, and SaaS solutions. He is extremely experienced and has superior relationships with provider channel managers and leaders. George, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Hey, Steve. Well, it's great to be here. What an honor. You've got a great show that's been going on for years, and love all the guests you have. So thank you very much for bringing me on.
Well, my pleasure, man. We work so close together on deals with my sales partners, and you help a lot of other channel managers at AppSmart with our 3,000 sales partners. And I wanted to get you on the air and ask you some specific questions that I think will help all of the sales partners that follow the Top Gun Show. So, question number one: what are some of the hot technologies that sales partners need to be having conversations around with their customers?
Yeah, for sure. And there's a lot going on right now. I like the way it's really on fire when you take a look at some of our technologies we've been supporting over the last really 2 years. So if you look at, first of all, SASE, which is another acronym for us all, right? If you look at that thick book of telecom acronyms, but SASE is Secure Access Service Edge. But think in terms of converging of wide area network technologies like SD-WAN and network security into one cloud-based platform. So again, SASE, and it's offered by multiple providers that we have in our portfolio. So now businesses really need to protect their data in the cloud. You know, they've had this explosive growth in adopting SaaS applications, and we've really seen this advance with workers that are now remote. And we really need to secure how they access that data. So SASE is for sure a top of mind with not only our clients, but our advisors. So I highly advise that we get in front of our clients talking about SASE. Second would be voice services. So, we've got solution specialists like myself. We've got Jason. Jason supports our voice. I support the carrier side and the data, more or less. And so on the voice services, we have UCaaS, CCaaS, right? And both are very hot. Since the pandemic, really, we've seen people, again, accelerate their adoption of these types of technologies. So, for example, we're looking at adoption with UCaaS with client applications in the cloud, like their CRM. So a couple of years ago, that was a want list. Now it's on a must-have list. Contact center. So contact center has great built-in tools that really improve client experience, allowing companies to interact with the way a client wants to receive the information. And contact center applications have become a lot more affordable, so the SMB market can get involved. So think in terms of, a small, medium business that might have ring groups. They really could benefit from that easy to use contact center application.
That's a great answer, man. And I want to boil this down and really help the sales partners, because many of the sales partners that are watching this right now might only be positioned as a single thread sales partner to their customer, i.e. the bandwidth guy or the network guy, right?
Yeah, for sure. And they've made a great living doing that too. So for sure.
They're cashing a lot of checks, but that's not sustainable. So what's a simple door opening question that they can ask the buyer to open up conversations about the technology you just mentioned, SASE, UCaaS, and CCaaS?
For sure. So with SASE, a simple one, it's all about the applications, right? So I would actually ask a very simple question of, are you moving your applications to the cloud? So they say, well, yes, like most everybody is, right? They're adopting, the G Suite or something with Microsoft like Office 365, et cetera, right? So simple questions like that. Do you have remote workers? And quite frankly, if you contact me, I have a really strong list of questions to help facilitate this discussion. But those two would help you at least get the conversation started. And then you could pivot to our resources at AppSmart, and we can help you develop the opportunity some more.
Yeah, George does have a good list of questions to go deeper into this. And if you want that, you have to contact George's agent, which is me. And
That's right.
I'll
So,
get you
yep,
that list. Or you can click on him in LinkedIn. All right,
right.
George, next question. Why do you think the indirect sales channel is as strong as it's ever been?
Well, that's a great question. And I think it comes to an unbiased approach to the solutions that we provide to help solve business problems. Businesses and businesses have developed a great trust with those advisors. So really those two things, the unbiased approach and the trust that the advisors have gained from their clients are huge compared to working with a direct sales staff from a provider.
Absolutely. And that's what makes my job fun, is to train sales partners on being carrier or provider agnostic. I mean, we don't have a quota of ABC carrier to fill. We can actually pick the right solution for them. So that spot on that. Okay. Well, George, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun show, and that I know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now. Why don't you tell the viewers a fun or little known fact about yourself?
Well, so some folks know this, but it's a fun fact. So I'm a father of 5 children. That's not that common these days, So who are now all adult tax-paying citizens of our great country. And I had 2 daughters that got married this summer. So it's been pretty crazy. And they were supposed to get married last year. And as we know, with COVID, things got moved. So there was a slight stress level in the family, but we handled it with love and grace and had beautiful weddings this summer. So it's just been an outstanding year, and we look forward to a phenomenal 2022 as it comes upon us.
Yeah, you actually coached me on how to give a good a good father speech at my daughter's wedding. So I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, that's funny, right? Yeah, I had to do a lot of research. I had a little pressure from the daughters. Hey, Dad, make sure this is good, and no facts about me when I was a kid. Like, okay, all right, so
Yeah,
you can't roast your daughter, right? So you gotta.
As George's agent, you can reach out to me. I can get you in contact with George. He can help you write a speech for your daughter's wedding as well.
That's right.
Well, George, thanks a lot for carving out some time off your very busy schedule to be on the Top Gun show. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Steve, and great selling, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching, everybody.